Zach. Welcome to the Whisk'r Gitt'rs fishing channel. I think pretty sure that's the name we're going with now. We hadn't even made the channel yet, and I'm already recording our first video. But yeah, this is kind of going to be our little intro to the channel. I thought about doing a little sit-down intro, but my thoughts on it is we're going to be out here fishing, doing stuff in the outdoors. How often am I going to be able to sit down and do a channel intro or something like that? So we're just jumping straight into it. We are actually going down the road right now on our way to the lake. We're going to be fishing Bugs Island today, or Kerr Lake in Virginia, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you are from in the U.S. You know, it's us locals, you know, we call it Bugs Island. So, and in the summer, you will see why. There is bugs everywhere. The worst part about it is the mayflies. I've gotten to the point where I can't even stand fishing when the mayflies are out. But anyway, enough about that. So just to kind of give a little quick intro about what we're going to be doing on the channel. Obviously, you know, we're going to be doing a lot of fishing. Primarily, I do a lot of catfishing. It's just honestly just for fun, you know, and I would like to be able to look back, you know, just like on certain days, you know, what I did to catch fish or where the fish were, or, you know, just kind of have something for maybe family to look at that's out of state or not close to us. And it just seems like a lot of people are interested in it. I mean, like even all my friends and stuff, you know, they're pretty interested in catfishing or just fishing in general. And I mean, I do more than catfishing. So I've done a little bass fishing, still do. Of course, you know, catfishing, you got to have your bait. So do a lot of bait fishing, and then I also enjoy crappie fishing every once in a while. So fish a lot of different lakes. So just a really quick rundown of kind of my setup. I tried this YouTube thing, or my wife and I tried this YouTube thing a few years ago with an old channel, and we both really enjoyed it. We just kind of got out of it. My wife ended up getting pregnant, and just blessing, nothing bad about that. I had a beautiful little girl, and we just kind of got out of it. You know, just I don't want to say we ran out of time, but we just had so much other stuff going on. That just kind of got put on the back burner. So this channel, I'm not going to promise anything like a schedule, like one video a week or anything like that. I would love to do that maybe further on down the road, but for now, we're just going to, you know, just have fun with it, get up some videos, maybe get some videos of catching some fish. And who knows what else, you know, it's kind of going to be a little bit of everything, not just fishing stuff. We do a lot of camping too, probably do camping on there. Sorry for the sun, it's blinding me in my right eye. I hope it's not blowing out this image. So this is my first time using anything as far as a GoPro. I did try and do a pretty decent setup. I didn't want to invest a bunch of money in it straight up for first thing. So this right here is a GoPro Hero 9 Black. And from what I've heard, the quality on this thing is really good for the money right now. This is like $200 brand new on Amazon, so I was pretty happy with that. So I hope this is getting everything in pretty good quality for you guys. I hope the mic quality is pretty good. While I'm fishing, this is going to be my chest mount camera, and I do have a lapel mic that I will be wearing to kind of block out the wind noise and get you guys some better audio. I am also going to have a second camera. I've got a GoPro Hero 8 Black. I'm not a pro at this at all, so I do know a little bit about fishing, but I know absolutely nothing about videography, I guess you would say. So just bear with me on that. You know, I'll try to get some stuff to kind of cut in, make the videos a little bit less boring, I guess. I hope they're not going to be boring, but anyway, we are on our way to the lake now. We're already gassed up, got the ice. I'm honestly running pretty late this morning. Normally I'd want to be at the lake as soon as the sun comes up, but it's like 7:30, sun's up, so not necessarily a bad thing. I didn't sleep in a little bit this morning, and I can't complain too much about that. We are about halfway there. I'm going to put this camera down, drive, put in some miles, and hopefully I'll see you guys there when I'm putting the boat in. Hey guys, so getting ready to put the boat in, just got into the lake. Little pro tip for you. I'm just sitting here unstrapping this thing, get this thing ready. So what I always do, especially on cold mornings, I take my boat plug I'm sure a lot of you guys probably use the same style, just T-handle. On really cold mornings, I take this thing and I'll throw it in the truck first thing on the way to the lake. That way it gets real warm and pliable. Sometimes on these cold mornings, this rubber will harden up and doesn't want to expand out. You throw this thing in the truck for the ride to the lake. I mean, look how squishy that is. So this thing was going to go right in the boat, no problems at all. It's probably just me, a little bit paranoid sometimes, I guess. Or a lot of people call me cautious Clay, but it just makes it a lot easier to get put in. But yeah, I'm gonna slap this boat plug in, get my 100-mile-an-hour suit on, and we'll get this boat put in the water and go try and find some bait. Whew, oh, it's cold. Hey, don't judge me too much on the back end. This ramp is tight. And I was pulled way over to the side in case someone came down through here. Looks to me like the lake level is really low. I checked the level on the way here, it was 298. So I'm hoping we can get, I see bait flipping right out here. I'm hoping we can get where I want to get to go catch bait and where I'd like to fish today. I'm going to try and target some shallow areas all day. We're supposed to have a really bright sun all day. It's kind of a fairly warmer day. I'm not even going to put the enclosure up. But we'll see once we get out there. And I'm going to get this thing put on the dock. Cut that out. It's stuck. Man, I tell you what, guys, there's you couldn't really ask for a much better day than today to be out here. I think the high today is going to be like 55. I mean, sun shining, not a cloud in the sky. And I mean, we're late February. So, look at that. The swimming area is even empty. I might go for a swim today. Not. But yeah, the lake's looking beautiful. I mean, there's only like 2 other trucks here at the ramp. As you can see, there's the size of the ramp. It's pretty small. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. I don't even think the wind's really supposed to blow much today. Fingers crossed. Hope I didn't jinx myself. I don't know if you can see, water's really far down. Water level is normally probably right in there somewhere. This lake has a winter pool and a summer pool level, I guess, or spring. In the winter they drain it down, and during the spring, summer months, they raise the water level. That way stripers can run upriver and spawn. I'd prefer the water level to be up all year, but it is what it is. Let's get out here, try and find some bait. I hope that's not rattling against you guys. I got my trolling motor remote on me. I'll I'm gonna whip us around right here. We probably won't run down the lake for a little bit. I'm gonna try and keep this trolling motor remote away from you guys. Because I definitely don't want to smack in this GoPro or anything. But it just kind of is what it is right now. We're gonna throw over here on these rocks, and hopefully we can snag a few and not lose a net. We'll see what happens here. That's why you gotta be careful right there. About lost the net already. Alright guys, got ourselves a little bit of bait. Nothing crazy, that's for sure. Alright guys, so we're out here, we're getting out the rods. I've actually already got all the rods and the rod holders. I think we're just going to put out 8 rods today since it's just me. Sorry about the angles, I'm trying to get them. So this is my sinker box. It works out really good for me. I like it. You know, it's waterproof. I did have a metal one, but the water that was coming in on these sinkers was starting to rot it out or rust it out. So went over this plastic one. It's been doing good. Haven't had any issues. See a lot of these sinkers in here. We actually pour them ourselves. I actually just recently poured some of these. You see, like that one right there is almost brand new. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more 4-ounce. No, there's one in there somewhere. That'll work. I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some bait. I don't know what YouTube's regulations are as far as bait goes and like cutting it up and stuff like that, so I'm probably not gonna film it. All right guys, start getting some of these rods out. Not really gonna go through what gear I use in this video as of now, but I will kind of plug my sponsor a little bit because I gotta say Brett's an awesome guy. So these are Drift King Fusion rods. Brett owns driftkingtackle.com. So he's got a website, and there's multiple stores around North Carolina, South Carolina that has his rods. So if you like them, you know, feel free to go grab one, try it out. Honestly, I personally love them. You know, the more I use them, the more I like them. And I've never had any issues out of any of these things. I mean, they've all been solid rods. And how do I put this? I don't try to abuse my stuff at all. However, I do use it. So I don't baby it or anything like that. Don't mind that. Don't mind that sound. No, I need to oil these. That's probably why. But yeah, I don't abuse my stuff. But it does get used. It gets used a lot, right? So, I mean, stuff is going to get scratched up. It's going to get beat around and banged. And all that stuff. I mean, it's inevitable. Inevitable. I'll try and get these two over there shallow. Shallow as I can. All right. Oh. Got a fish on. Got a fish on. Maybe. Yep. Fish on. Oh, if he doesn't come off. Sorry guys, that's as high as the angle as I can get you. I need to adjust that. But I wasn't even prepared for that. I was literally just changing the battery out on this GoPro. Oh yeah, just a little guy, but they're all fun to catch. So look at that, on a rattle rocket rig, that came out of shallow water. All right, look at me banging the engine up with a sinker. See how good he's hooked. Oh, he's hooked good. He wasn't going nowhere. Whew, that's a skinny fish right there. Doesn't look very healthy. Look at all the mud on him. Here, let me get this guy unhooked really quick. If I can avoid hooking myself here. Man, I tell you what, these hooks right here, once the fish gets hooked, they don't want to come off. But yeah, look at all the mud on this guy's belly. He's been laid up in the mud. Might not be good for fishing today. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But hey. Ow, he bit me. Little guy, probably maybe 2-3 pounds. But we're gonna let him go, let him grow. Show this camera. There you go. Look how skinny this guy's body is. It's crazy. Alright. We'll throw this guy back in the water. Maybe we'll catch him again one day when he's 40-50 pounds. There he goes. Perfect. And there's a fish that just came up right here. But yeah, we're gonna cut up another small piece of bait. And look what we got today, ladies and gentlemen. We're using brim because I couldn't catch any shad where I was at. So got the bait rod out. I couldn't get any shad where I was at, and I didn't want to run around the lake all day looking for shad, so I hadn't used brim in a little bit, so I got the bait rod out and put a few brim in the boat. So we're gonna try those today, and obviously we already got one fish, so maybe that's what they want. So this is a little guy right here. Obviously he's dead. Wait a minute. I don't think he is dead. Hey, I got great news for you guys. He's dead now. Alright guys, got that bait cut up, got the rod back out, and hopefully we'll be snagging another one here soon. That'd be great. That one came pretty quick. I had a middle piece on it, so I went ahead and just put a middle chunk on there again. We'll see how that works. If that's what they want today, that's what they want. Sometimes they like head pieces, middle pieces. I throw the tails out. I can't stand a tail piece. So this is what it is. And when I said we were fishing shallow, I don't know if you can go and see that. We're sitting in 5 foot. So that's pretty shallow for this time of year. But I'm gonna sit back right here and watch these rods, and I'll turn this back on when we get another fish. Oh guys, unfortunately I just missed a massive takedown on camera. I'm hoping this other one got it. But that would have been a fish I would have really liked to have in the boat today. That would have made the day probably. That was a really good fish. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can't catch them all. I feel like that fish should have been hooked. I mean, it was pulling track out in the rod holder. So it's probably, I don't want to say it's a little bit my fault. Might have been. I was sitting here trying to edit a video, and I saw the fish hit, got up, walked back there, set my phone down. I'm sure you'll see it on video. And as soon as I went to pick up the rod, it just let go. So nothing broke. Hook was sharp. Who knows what happened? Maybe it didn't feel the hook, and maybe it's still swimming around out here somewhere. But definitely gonna pay a little bit more attention, because there's some big fish rolling around in through here, especially up here on this flat. So it looks like a lot of these fish are coming from shallow. I hadn't even got a single bite over here in this deep water. So it looks like we might be moving a little bit more shallow here in the next 20 minutes or so if we don't get any more action. Oh. Oh, good fish, good. Oh no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Came off again, guys. I don't get it. Drag super loose. Just pulled right off. Look, never even got the hook. All the scales are gone off the bottom part of the bait. Turning out to be a rough day for me, guys. Rough day. That was not nearly as big as that last one, but still would have been nice to see that fish. He honestly didn't hit it that well. That's probably why I wasn't hooked. I just got too excited. Alright guys, I think it's time we make a move. We are not getting any bites right here. Had some action there for a while, and then everything kind of slowed down. Alright guys, at our second spot of the day, ignore the brick sitting right there, we're just going to go ahead and move that on out the way. Alright, second spot of the day. I don't think I'm going to change any of our bait quite yet. Just going to leave it on there. I might change that one that got hit earlier. Probably change it, it's looking a little bit rough. But we are still in shallow water. Just moved down the lake onto this flat a little bit more. Just don't worry about that. It's good, it casts. It just makes a lot of noise. Kind of a little bit different setup here. We are not really on a ledge, we're just anchored up on the flat. However, we are in between two channels. So I'm hoping maybe with the sun really being up, water temp coming up, these fish might pull up out of these channels onto this flat to feed, because there is some bait in here. Had to put the back anchor down this time, unfortunately. Just a little bit too deep to put the poles down. They almost held. All the rods are out. All right, what time is it? 1:45. We'll give this spot at least 30 minutes. At least, depending on what happens. Got the other camera recording. All the rods are out. We'll probably change our bait at the next spot. That's my plans, at least, anyway. But hopefully we don't even have to move. We'll just sit here the rest of the day if we catch some fish. That'd be nice. Alright guys, got a fish on. Sorry I didn't get hopefully the takedowns on the other camera. This one I guess timed out on me. But feels like a little bit better fish. Definitely not a monster, but not gonna horse it in. Not gonna lie, but fell asleep. Second spot hasn't been producing nearly like the other one. Swimming upriver. Look at this guy go. There he is. There we go. Look at that, I almost lost him. Another fish in the boat. Click that back in gear. Probably could have just pulled him in and not netted it. But I mean, it was right beside the net, so might as well try it, right? Of course it's gonna spin and get all tangled up. Of course. There we go. Look, that fish wasn't even hooked in the mouth. It's hooked in the side of the mouth. Happens like that sometimes. He must have been hungry, that's what it was. Look at this guy, he's trying to run. Another little guy. Doesn't have mud all over him like that last one though. Let's see, turn out the sun, you can see him a little bit better. He might go 4 pounds, 3-4 pounds. Show this to the camera right here. Hey, like I said earlier, they're still fun to catch, so. Bring him over here. Let him go. There you go. Watch this. You want to see the magic of editing? Boom, just like that bait cut. Didn't do a thing. It just cut itself. Alright guys, after about 45 minutes of one fish, I don't think this spot's going to do it for us. I think we need to go find us another spot. I'm probably not going to go too far from here. I kind of want to stay shallow. You're not gonna believe this. Broke the line. Snapped it clean off. That's a tough one right there. Well, I guess that's why you check all your line. I checked all this stuff earlier and it seemed to be fine, and unless something happened while we were out here today. I can see where it's frayed up just by looking at it. But at the end of the day, it happens, I guess. Nothing we can do but retie, throw it back out there. Didn't feel like an absolute monster, but it sucks. Alright guys, so got a feeling this is gonna be our last spot. The starting to get a little bit late, sun's starting to go down a little bit, and I don't want to be out here really late. I got work tomorrow. I did cut some fresh bait, so we got that going for us. Cut some bigger chunks. Maybe we can get on another big one. That rod over there, I didn't really get a good video of it. Broke off on a fish, snapped my line at our last spot. And honestly, the more I think about it, the way it hit, it kind of seemed like a gar or something with some like sharp teeth, or a striper maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm telling myself to make me feel better about it. I'm probably going to go through and put new line on all these reels this week or next week after that. It's been a little bit, so they probably need it. And it just gives me the motivation to do it. But I'm gonna get these rods out, and probably won't be taking too many more videos unless I catch some fish. Hey guys, I gotta try and keep this short and sweet. I'm literally out of every battery for this GoPro. So last spot didn't pay off. Marked a bunch of fish, but they just didn't bite. So can't make them bite. You can mark them, but you can't make them bite. But yeah, I already got the boat cleaned up. Already got the chest mount and everything up. Boat's ready to go, and we are about to head on out to the boat ramp. As you can see, the sun's getting real low, about to get dark. And I haven't ate all day, so I'm about to go find me something to eat and try and get this thing home, get some stuff done in the house before I gotta get into bed for work tomorrow. Obviously I wanted to catch fish, but it was honestly more just a trip to test out all this gear and stuff like that. I've learned a lot of stuff. I definitely gonna need some more batteries, so I gotta get some of those on order, and probably some more battery packs. I feel like that's probably the best way to power most of this stuff, especially for any long period of time. I'm not gonna sit here and say like and subscribe, but if you would like to, that would be awesome. I think to finish the day off, I think we ended up with 3 fish in the boat, and we lost, I got 2 on camera, 1 I didn't. And we lost 3 really good fish. That last one, I'm not even gonna lie, that kind of hit me right in the feels. I haven't had a fish break off in a long time, and hope it doesn't happen again anytime soon. I'll probably be putting some line on these reels, retying some of these rigs and stuff like that this week. Appreciate you guys. Look forward to the next one, and hopefully the next video will be out here soon at some point. See you guys.